postseason show live from New York on TBS is brought to you by the Lincoln Motor Company.
If you're a Cubs fan these days, then hopefully you're a fan of Back to the Future 2.
Wait a minute. Cubs won World Series.
The movie predicted that the Northsiders would win it all in 2015. And if the Cubbies are the team of density, I mean destiny, then that's not lost on the President of the United States. Regardless, the Cubs are here, looking to end the longest championship drought in major American sports.
Talk about the droughts. It's been a big story for all four of the teams in the LCS. You look at the pictures in the background, and you see, of course, a guy that you might recognize in Darryl Strawberry. Yes. And how about George Brett? And Mordecai Brown from 1908. I guess we turned to Dusty. You remember him?
Yeah, in the books.
Dusty, I think someone here is calling you old goat.
Yeah, that's okay, man.
All right, let's take a look at what's coming up in Game 3 for the American League Championship Series on Monday. 8 o'clock Eastern time for Royals and Jays, but was it 1-1 or 2-0 going north of the border with the passports? Let's find out and go to the K for the highlights of Game 2 of the American League Championship Series, the Royals and the Blue Jays. We'll take a look at these right now. David Price, we got through the first 6 innings, guys, only 1 hit allowed. Then in the 7th, Royals down 3-0 in some trouble. Zobrist on a pop-up to right field. What happened here, Chef and right? Goins and Bautista having some issues.
Miscommunication, and one thing about miscommunication, it leads to something bad that's going to happen later.
Almost every time.
It's a momentum changer. That's right. And this changed the momentum of the game.
Lorenzo Cain with a single to right. That would set it up. We saw a lot of this. Once you start getting those pesky hitters and those Royals, Pedro, they start charging. And Eric Hosmer, we saw this Pete a lot last year. This guy gets big knocks.
Oh, these guys never give up. These guys are resilient. They're pesky, and they're going to beat you in so many ways.
But see, they're always looking for a break, waiting for it. Even if it's not a break, just waiting for air, a bleeder, boom, and they got it.
David Price was great. Adjustments from managers have to be made at times. Interesting, he continues guys to stay, and it's 3-2. Mike Moustakas is single here. Scores Eric Hosmer. On the throw, he moves on to second base. We're tied at 3. David Price stays in the game. Pitch 96. Oh. His last. Alex Gordon singles to right center, for a double. Mike Moustakas scores. Kansas City gets the lead. It's 4-3. David Price now finally gets taken out. Aaron Sanchez would end up coming in. Alex Rios at the plate had a big hit in Game 5 to get them to the LCS here. Sneaks up the middle and scores the 5th run.
That's why he let David Price face Gordon, because there was 2 outs and figured, okay, it's a right-hander up next. He goes, please, you get this guy here. Then he was going to change him, but too late.
Price stayed in to allow 5 earned runs after great 6 innings, and then Wade Davis, forget it. Pedro, you think he could be the best reliever in the league?
I think he is. I think he is right now. He's the steadiest out of all the reliever. Him and Familia are the 2 guys that right now I feel like you can trust.
What's his name?
Familia.
When you see them come in the game, it's over. I know, man. You start taking your batting gloves off.
Price is 0-7 now as a postseason starter. Stayed in the game. It didn't go well. Let's start with you, Pedro. Let's start first of all on Price. Well, first of all, let's hear from Ned Yost after the game.
Seriously, the first 6 innings was really tough to see. You know, that the glare off the backdrop made it tough, and as soon as the 7th inning came, we started to get the shadow back there, and I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but that's when we started to get a nice run going.
The way I saw it, looked like Rhino kind of held him off a little bit, and then they might have backed Jose off a little bit, and the ball dropped in. They were looking for that one crack, because David was so good, and then it's a shame, it had to end that way.
Price is a tough pitcher, and I felt like we needed to catch a break, and Zobrist's ball there, I think, got things going, and then we've seen it before. Once this lineup gets moving, it's one guy after another, and that's what happened, and there was a big 7th inning.
I mean, I thought it was an easy out, and I think the crowd was really the ones that got it going there, because they couldn't communicate out there. You couldn't hear each other because the crowd was so loud.
The same thing happened with Elvis Andrus in our series. You don't want to see that happen to anybody. Just because one guy gets on, it doesn't mean those runs have to score. There's still pitches after that and plays to be made after that. So this doesn't fall on go-go at all.
everybody's pretty bummed about losing, but we know we're still in it. We got a good team. We expect the series to be a long one.
How do you guys maybe reset as you go home? You did it last series. What's your message?
Well, you got to get a win under your belt will go a long way, and we're capable of that. So we're at home. That's where you got to win. So, it won't be easy, no doubt about that. But when you get one win out of the way, that can turn things in a hurry.
All right, so Kansas City, the comeback kids. We saw this in the wild card game last year against John Lester. We saw that again in the series down 6-2 in the 8th inning against the Astros. Here they are again. And, what is it about this team, Chef? We saw this last year a lot with Kansas City. Let's start with you. Why is it that they seem to have so much confidence with their backs against the wall?
Well, they believe in each other. Once something happened bad, the line keeps moving. These guys are resilient. They're never going to give up. They got the experience last year. It's carrying over to this year. And anytime you make a mistake against these guys, they're going to make you pay for it.
Well, when I was playing, it's the same way. The championship team that I was on, we were always with our backs against the wall. One game away from elimination. You look at the Giants, you look at the Cardinals, and it seems like that's just the norm of how it is. When you got to die.
They just sit in the weeds.
Well, see, you ain't sitting there on purpose, but now that I'm in the weeds, I might as well try to come out of here.
Pedro, obviously, we've seen David Price terrific. He was terrific in the beginning of this game. We were remarking, watching it, getting ready for our pregame, how great his stuff was. Going to be difficult for him to go home tonight and see that line of 5 earned runs in an inning to let it get away. How do you look at this 0-7 in a postseason for David Price being as good as he is?
Well, like I saw Kershaw, I don't think it's going to last too long. He has another opportunity to redeem himself, and it's not his fault. This is a Kansas City team that takes advantage of every mistake that you make, and they certainly took advantage of this one. But I don't know if you guys noticed that nobody hit a ball really far or really hard. They don't try to overdo anything. They just do little things.
They just do their job.
They keep the line going.
Yes. But in the case of Kershaw and in Price, a manager is going to stick with that ace longer. That's why he's going to get a decision. And in this case, he got a loss. But see, if it was a lesser pitcher, man, he'd be out of there long before any of this happened.
Right. Exactly. I totally agree. I think the manager trusted his pitcher, then brought over the right-handed. The right-handed didn't click, so it went south for him. But I think he threw the ball extremely well today.
Yes, he did.
0-7 to start the postseason, but he will get, hopefully, another opportunity. They go north. Remember, Toronto in the last series able to do that successfully. We've got a lot more to come. Our MLB on TBS postseason show, presented by the Lincoln Motor Company. Play Ball is MLB's initiative to inspire all forms of baseball and softball participation, making play opportunities available and fun for everyone. To learn more, and you should, get over to playball.org. Oh, that's pretty close.
That's my little brother. Look at it. My little brother's bigger than me, too.
Now I know who's your daddy. Oh, more to come.
That's a good one.
This is a true story about the wills of men and the pursuit of a goal to end their city's great drought. This is their journey. This is the quest on TNT.
Hey, LeBron, Kevin, Kyrie. Man, we can't get to the top of the East on a camel. It's hot out here. Where the air conditioning at?
This is the sound of a car engine. Hidden within is damaging surface wear, up to 75% of which happens during warm-up. But new Castrol GTX Magnatec has intelligent molecules that cling, providing an extra layer of protection from the start. New Castrol GTX Magnatec, instant protection from the moment you start.
FanDuel has definitely changed my Sundays. It's made it a lot more interesting.
FanDuel projects it'll pay out $75 million a week on average this football season. Immediate cash payouts, and there's no commitment.
I've deposited a total of $35 on FanDuel and won over $2 million.
Choose a one-week league, pick your team, and join over 1.2 million people who've already won.
It's like the best adrenaline rush ever.
Try FanDuel today. We'll match your first deposit up to $200. Go to FanDuel.com and enter promo code DEEP.
You had a long, stressful day, and now you need a little help falling asleep. Time for new Unison Sleep Minis. The little capsules work fast, so you get a good night's sleep and wake recharged. New Unison Sleep Minis. A stressful day deserves a restful night.
Don't miss Ace's biggest ever buy two, get one free LED sale this Friday through Sunday. Buy any two select LED bulbs and get one free. Mix and match from our best-selling, longest-lasting LED bulbs and get over 80% in energy savings.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
The Gillette Mach 3 Turbo still feels better after 10 shaves than a disposable on its first. Mach 3 blades have twice the coatings for a closer shave with zero redness. Get an incredible experience. Shave after shave after shave. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Welcome back to our MLB on TBS coverage presented by the Lincoln Motor Company. I'm Casey Stern. Earlier this evening during our broadcast, I uttered a phrase that I shouldn't have, thinking that we were off air when we were not. I take apology and complete ownership of this. Had nothing to do with anybody but myself. My apologies to anybody that it offended whatsoever. More to come on TBS.
Yeah.
What is normal? Our normal is 200 miles per hour. It's 500 degrees. It's protection for 15,000 miles. And 40 below. Our normal is anything but. Mobil 1, energy lives here.
What's the story, Curtis?
We need to ship these skinny jeans to San Diego, California.
Skinny jeans.
When the unexpected strikes, will you be ready? More than 12 million working Americans trust the Hartford to help them prevail.
I built my business with passion, but I keep it growing by making every dollar count. That's why I have the Spark Cash Card from Capital One. I earn unlimited 2% cash back on everything I buy for my studio. And that unlimited 2% cash back from Spark means thousands of dollars each year going back into my business.
And that's huge for my bottom line. What's in your wallet?
I don't work within the same rules of traditional law enforcement.
What does that mean?
The president needs plausible deniability.
Welcome to command.
Tell me what I want to know. Go to hell. You want to go together? We're even.
You interrupted my lunch.
The Mets' road to the NLCS took a Karate Kid-like detour, and no one better than Daniel LaRusso to put Chase Utley's hard slide into context. Celebrities like Jerry Seinfeld and Chris Rock were along for the ride, with Mets legend Doc Gooden cheering the team on too. And even one of the city's most iconic landmarks got dressed up to celebrate the occasion, as the D on the Citi Field grass became a C.
All right, let's take a look at our play of the night presented by the Lincoln Motor Company, and it was Matt Harvey really all night. But on this play, takes one off the back, looks over, the dribbler gets it, gets his composure, gets to first, for the out. Again, pretty impressive to have the reflex.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. After the ball hit him on the shoulder, it hit him on his back like an angel just touched him and said, I'm back here.
Exactly.
And he found the ball.
And let him know where the ball was.
Yes.
Matt Harvey, play of the night. What will happen tomorrow night? It'll be Thor against Scream, if you will. Syndergaard against Arrieta. The Cubs and the Mets. NLCS Game 2. Our pregame coverage begins at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on TBS. Now, let's catch you up on the Who's Your Daddy voting and let you know where we're going to be. Get on Twitter, #Murphy, Harvey, Granderson, and Darno. Vote on Twitter. Pedro may not listen to you, but we'll see. Some good options. Some good options. A shot of Citi Field that is quiet only for now. We've got much more on TBS.
When stories come alive, they'll need every trick in the book.
Divide and conquer.
To save the world.
If you want to live, follow me. Can't help but notice you're not following.
The Librarians, season premiere November 1st at 8 on TNT.
A Belvedere martini.
Of course.
Shaken, not stirred. Excellent choice, Mr. Bond.
What's it like to be the boss of you?
Pretty great. How about a 10% raise?
How about 20?
How about done?
That's the kind of control I like. And that's what they give me at National Car Rental. I can choose any car in the aisle I want without having to ask anyone. Who better to be the boss of you than me? I mean, you. Us.
Go national. Go like a pro.
I want to get the new iPhone as a little birthday treat for myself.
Oh, great. Well, when you get an iPhone with AT&T, you get the network with the nation's strongest 4G LTE signal. So happy birthday.
Oh, thanks. But actually, my birthday's not for another 5 months. I just wanted the new iPhone, but now I feel guilty because you went and got me an awesome network.
Actually, we offer that to everybody.
Even that guy?
Yep.
You didn't even look.
He's part of everybody.
Get the new iPhone at AT&T and the network with the nation's strongest 4G LTE signal. And right now, get $300 credit for every line you switch.
Hey, you know what time it is? Postseason time. That means time to get your favorite team's gear at MLB.com shop. Official jerseys, hats, t-shirts, we got them. Official bats and balls, check. Real deal postseason memorabilia, you know it. What do you want? Stuff for him, stuff for her, stuff for the kids. We got it. Get your piece of the postseason right here at MLB.com shop and get shopping.
The Postseason Show live from New York on TBS is brought to you by the Lincoln Motor Company.
We continue our MLB on TBS coverage presented by the Lincoln Motor Company. We get the latest on the Who's Your Daddy results. Many of you think it should be the Dark Knight. You've got Murphy, Darno, Granderson keep voting. We'll find out Pedro's response. Now, before we have our awards presentation, Dusty, we've got a special award for you. Let's just call him Mr. Freeze.
Why are you guys always messing with me?
Well, look. Hey, look.
Oh, that's cool.
Dusty Baker was the only one on the set.
You got a small waist.
And a big booty. Yeah. So that's what you guys are doing back there. Okay.
You were the only one. We all went back and got cozy. I mean, Chef ran so fast, I thought he was going to start playing again.
I'm from Florida, man.
We know. Trust me. The viewers know.
My daddy's from Florida.
Dusty stood right over here.
Yeah.
And the best part was I got to give EJ credit because they showed a shot during the broadcast.
Yeah, what was I doing?
And no, you were the only one here, and I don't know if he looked or he was just being nice. He's like, well, they're all sitting out there freezing, waiting for you. And the only thing in the shot is you.
Yeah.
All the empty seats.
Yeah. Hey, man, look, It was cool it was cool being there by myself. But I'm telling you, man, I was into the game. And you know something? This is the first time in a long, long time.
Are you crying?
Yeah. You know what? I was laughing. You guys make me laugh. I'm
You're getting emotional.
That's the first time in a long, long time.
I thought you said you don't cry.
I don't. I'll cry when I laugh.
All right,
you cry out of joy.
Yeah. No, but I'm serious. Tonight's the first night I thought about managing again because I like, just the thrill and and people are into it and all that stuff.
I hear there are teams out there. You want to give out your wine?
Possibility, yeah. Okay.
I think you're gonna be managing pretty soon.
Okay, man. Okay. Here we go. Tonight, I'm giving my wine to Travis d'Arnaud because, see, let me tell you something. Anybody that can hit the apple. I've only seen one other person. I'm sure there's been more, but I've seen one other person play for me, Joey Votto, hit the apple on the fly.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I've never even seen that hardly in batting practice. So, and that was a big home run. That was an insurance run. So tonight I'm giving to Travis d'Arnaud, and he's old enough to drink.
Yes.
Gary, the cigars?
Yeah.
Well,
and where are they going?
Well, you know how I like game-winning RBI.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Not only did he get the game-winning RBI, he got the RBI to extend the lead, which settled everybody down. And my guy is Curtis Granderson because he has that clutch gene.
The Grandy man!
That's right. Grandy man came through, and this is what he do best. He drive and key runs for your ball club. And congratulations, Curtis.
And they showed the stat during the game, Chef. We were talking about 88%. It's like an average of like north of 50, 88% of runners at third with less than 2 outs.
Yes, I mean,
he's the 88%.
best. 88%. That's the best in the league. Anytime you get a guy with a clutch gene like that, I want him on my team.
Well, the pitcher might as well just save his pitches and just put a run on the board.
You might as well.
All
I'm
right,
telling you.
It is that time, and no, not for apologies. It is time to find out who's your daddy.
I mean, what can I say? Just tip my hat and call the Yankees my daddy.
Oh, they can say that good here in New York.
Yeah.
No, I'm starting to look in the back, and you know, every time I hear that chant, I can't forget that I'm in New York.
I'm telling
you. Once I heard that chant, I know I'm in New York.
There you go.
So tonight, I'm not really gonna say it, but I'm gonna do it. Can I give you a hint?
Yes.
Please do.
Batman? That's gonna be my daddy tonight. Dark Knight!
Catwoman?
Dark Knight needs to send me the mask. Because he's gonna be my daddy and I wanna look like him now. Yoo-hoo!
I love how he's holding his face there, even though the fans are looking at highlights. He's still sitting there with his face that way.
Dark Knight is my daddy for today.
Let me see what this picture gonna look like. Oh, that's cute.
Man, I want my mask.
So cute.
I want my mask.
You guys look like Pee Wee Herman.
Howdy doody.
Howdy doody. It's howdy doody time. You ain't old enough to remember no howdy doody.
Hey, look, Goat. I ain't saying anything.
Okay, man. I quit.
All right, we're going to be back here tomorrow. You think it'll be warmer?
No. Must be cold.
Okay, all right.
And I'll be sitting out here all game tomorrow, too.
All right, we'll be on our best behavior for
my
game
long
2.
johns like you do.
I'm gonna wear my long johns.
We'll see you tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern, people. Be good.
It's very hot.